This is the response to Interlude 1 from the player's questions to the spirit Harriedon, and Harriedon responds. To Waylon's questions around, are you an elementalist, were you an elementalist in life, and are you so in death, and can you instruct or do you possess any lore or insight into elemental magic that you could share? As well as, are you implying that Alera is horror marked? To this, Harriedon responds, no lad, I wasn't an adept. I was a bookkeeper. He looks at his translucent hand as it shifts from blue to stone. Thus, some kind of reflection of the magic the Hurry used to end us. And not specifically, I didn't ken enough about it, but I ken it's some kind of corrupt elemental magic the Hurry used. It's not uncommon for their ilk, they are too fond of corrupt magic. As to Alera's potential harm mark, I'm not implying it, lad. I'm telling you. He turns to Alera and his tone softens. I'm sorry, lass. I see its mark. Subtle, aye, very subtle. It shimmers in your pattern. Flawless, gleaming metal. These things usually broken by its death or yours. But you may find another way, and I hope to the passions you do. If the time comes and you need a door opened, I might be able to help you. To the questions regarding the care itself and the story around the care, posed by multiple characters. The care, Galladon's Way, was built for the name givers of the village of the same name. That village used to sit right here, where we sit now. When the time came, we made our way to the care entrance and sealed ourselves inside. The horror spent months stalking us, killing folk mysteriously. We'd find bodies desiccated, like they'd been dead for months, even if we'd seen them alive the previous day. Then, in about a year, someone saw it, and chaos erupted after that. It was tall as a troll, but its head was made of worms. It made this lip-smacking sound as it moved, and the folks panicked, screaming and trampling each other at the gates. Somehow, the gates opened and the folks ran into the caves, thinking they'd flee. But the exit was blocked with rubble. It had trapped us. It followed us, that lip-smacking sound echoing behind us. It started reaching out, touching folk with its face, and worms leaping and burrowing into their skin. There was pure horror. Folk killing each other trying to escape. The thing collapsed the ceiling on us, but it kept us alive, pinned under the rubble. Slowly, it let the worms eat through us, one by one. Months passed, and I was the last to die. When I died, I felt myself absorbed into the rock, and I became this tethered shade. I seen the faces of my people frozen in the quarry, all in terror and pain, and it kept me there, taunting me, looking at all those faces like they were trophies. It made me tell the story of their deaths day after day for hundreds of years. And hundreds of years did pass. When a group of adepts came, I warned them, I told them of the worm skull, but they wouldn't listen. For they were just here at Iron Wall, the dwarven warrior, first to die. but made the thing bleed, he did. Brannock Forge Path, an obsidian weaponsmith, shattered its skeletal hand, and Lyrel Riverstrike, a Scrang Scalt, died protecting their leader, Ivara Tangle Sky, an elven nethermancer, and she desperately performed a blood ritual to destroy it. It cost her pattern, her blood, her life, and it almost worked. The worm skull is weak now, confined to the room where they battled it, but it's still there. Some treasure remaining in the care, but the place has been plundered, and the finger of the worm skull is still there. That finger holds power. But stay away. If you go in there to the residence, that place, that you will not survive. And he says to Wayland, maybe lad, one day you'll return and free my people from the stone. Let them live in peace at last. And addressing a Darth, I never served much good in life, but no, I can serve good in death. I'm not ready to be free of that yet. But when the day comes, I can it. And to Alira he says, a lost city, you say? Tell me more. He pauses and strokes his chin as Alira gives him some details. Turvoth. I've heard that name. And recently. A fabled city hidden in the Bloodwood. Undiscovered by the Queen. That's interesting. Your friends. The 2 orcs and 2 elves, the singing folk, they passed through here looking for Turvoth. They believe the key to unlock the shiny box they took is there. And they were heading to the Serpent to find an old Scrang adept, Sarlassia. She'd helped them find that city. If you're serious about Gunny there, I described a map for you. But mind the defences. I don't know where they all are, and some of them are magical. I know the worm skull is there, and I know it's weak. If I can't convince you not to go, be careful. I didn't go there anymore. It's too much. As Rakara nods off, Harriedon points to her injured feet and says, and if you ain't gonna go down there into the care, watch for more of those. But down there, they're older, and they're magical, some of them. Alira, using her map mapping skills, draws up a map of the care that Harriedon describes for her. He then rises and yawns for some reason. Well, I'll leave you to heroics. Didn't they let Valcor eat all the rations? He's always had sticky fingers at you. And if you find yourselves in the quarry, give a wee hello to the old residents for me. They're quieter these days. And to Vakara and Adarth about records of the care. You presume that there must be records, at least records in Theron ledgers, for the sale of the rites of passage and protection to Galadon's Way. And it's likely that there are copies of those records in Thrall, but you've not heard of the care. And with that, the ghost of Harriedon fades into the forest.